extra cream.
Get your skinny popcorn.
Put some, well, I guess put some vegan butter on it. What does vegan butter look like? What is that?
Usually it's made with palm oil.
Oh. Wait, isn't that supposed to be bad for you?
It's bad for the environment.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay, whenever you want to start the interview is fine.
Okay, yeah. So usually just like the way that I start these off is just asking the co-host, the interviewee, you, how you got into TikTok, kind of like how you made your name to fame situation. Like why did you start and how'd you blow up, basically?
I first blew up on TikTok with real estate videos. I have posted, my first video was a funny GPS video. Nobody really watched it. The next day I posted a real estate video and it got 700,000 views. So I went on a tangent and just started posting all this cheap real estate. And that was my first playlist I'd ever made on TikTok. And then it just turned into live streaming and vegan stuff. And then my vlogs and all that. So
yeah. Why'd you start the vegan stuff? Were you a vegan before or were you?
I've been vegan since September 8th of 2020.
Okay.
And it was I had no expectation to be vegan. And I tell this to everyone. It was like a glitch in the matrix. One day it was just like my brain glitched and I've been vegan ever since. And I joined groups with other vegans who say some of them have had similar experiences.
Okay. So, okay, when you started TikTok, you were doing the realtor stuff. Yeah. You were doing. Were you a realtor and then? Okay.
No, I was an Uber driver. So I used to live stream and car camp on TikTok Live when I would travel to Uber drive. And I was car camping in front of this house that had a for sale sign. And I'm like, I wonder what this place looks like on the inside. Like, I wonder how much it costs. Because it was all graffitied. It looked abandoned. And when you look at the Zillow listing, it was gorgeous inside. And so I posted a video, houses that, thank you, V, thanks. Houses that look like shit on the outside that are beautiful on the inside. And then the takeaway from that was, for me, everyone saw how cheap the real estate was. They're like, that's only $150,000. That would be $800,000 where I live. And so I realized, I have all the cheap real estate in the world. I can show you around here. Houses are really cheap. So that's where it started.
Okay. Wait, what do you mean by car camping? Or is that what you, like, were you living in your car?
No. So I was living in Jamestown, New York, and I would drive to Pittsburgh and Uber drive for 3, 4, sometimes 5 days straight. And to not waste money on an Airbnb, I would just sleep in my car.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I did that for a long time.
So it was like a way to make more money then because.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Because of the location, basically.
Yeah, this was like right when I was fresh to TikTok too. I wasn't battling I didn't know what any of that was. It was in 2022. That was when you started following me, Tara? That's cool.
Okay.
I wrote follow V. I appreciate you. And Fastest Tappers, Ashley, and New York Baby.
So that was how you first blew up. Take us through like your content then, like, because I've seen your content and to me it's like a lot of clickbait, right? Yeah. So like, how did you go from like posting about realtor stuff to like the clickbait stuff?
Like you're talking about when I started battling and made videos join my live, those videos?
Okay, so was it because of the battling or was it like you figured out the algorithm?
Yeah, so I started out in June of 2022 and I was just vlogging my day-to-day life, all the crazy shit that was happening because I used to live in a high crime area. I would live stream vegan stuff, cooking, cleaning, all that stuff, with family dynamics. Me and my family would get into each other's business a lot on my live streams back then and argue. And that kind of happened too while they were here this week to visit. But now I live 3 hours away. So from June of 2022 up until February of 2024, yeah, you're right. It was just a mix of all my life, like into a vlog. And then I was live streaming one night and the co-host invites were turned on. and I accepted invites. And this one guy with balloons asked if I push ranks and battle, and I didn't know what that meant. And so that night I researched all of it. So I'm going to try to get ranked. And I met Anti-Tatted, who said, do live signal videos. Thank you, V. And so I didn't know what live signal videos meant. So I made a bunch of live signal videos to like draw people in. And it was kind of fun too. At the time I would look for people. Is this guy cute? Is this guy my type? But that kind of faded out.
Were you kind of using TikTok as like a Tinder situation too? Or were you just like...
Would never actually have met anyone on here, but it was kind of just fun to entertain it. Thank you, V, with the swads. V, did you... I tried to respond to you on Facebook. There was no doubles this game. Thank you, V, for completing my live goal. I appreciate you. So yeah, that's how it evolved to live signal videos, but then I would just make funny videos, and they were all to get people to join my live streams, and it worked out really good at the time. I liked it.
Yeah.
I would find funny little trending sounds and then sing them and like meow, 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 like those videos, and I thought it was funny.
So, okay, what about your dating life then? I've seen you on TikTok with a man. I think you guys were both like inebriated.
Yeah, we were drunk. That was just my friend. I've never hooked up with him or anything. It's just my friend Murph.
I saw you guys kiss that night.
I know. I get drunk. I'll kiss you if I'm drunk. Just saying. I'm just like that.
Oh.
But
You probably kissed me sober, let's be honest.
the couple of times I hung out at his bar, I was live the whole time. They saw me Uber and everything home. I didn't stay at his house. He lives. Sometimes go there and live stream. I could do it tonight if I really wanted to.
Okay.
He's got a boosting glove. Everyone follow V and Lucy, Ashley, and everyone thinks. Hi, Rogue. We only got one glove though. So I'm single and I want to date, but I'm kind of depressed and don't really have any ambition to go out. So yeah.
Okay. Well, when was your last like situationship, boyfriend, anything? Any
The last time I dated someone was, what was it, fall of 2023. I dated a guy I met when I was designated driving, and I only dated him for a few months. And
what about like love interests? Like, have you been? I mean, I've been rejected plenty of times, but I've like reached out to people. You know what I mean?
Like on TikTok.
Not necessarily. I mean, just anything, like any love interests.
I dated a guy on Tinder. I went on this Tinder thing where I was trying to date guys that I met on dating apps, and that shit failed. I dated a guy for a week, and I learned that he was not divorced. He was in the middle of divorce court. They were legally separated, and the apartment I went to that he said was his was actually his parents that he was living at. But yeah,
So
I don't know.
We're divorced. You're not like a homewrecker, right?
No, they were legally separated, and he was totally moved out. And I just don't like the fact that he was in the middle of divorce court is the issue for me.
Yeah.
The issue for him, because he ended up dumping me and saying I was right. He needs to be single and focus on healing. And I'm like, yeah, that was like the first thing I said when you said that you were divorced. Because, okay, so when I met him, I asked him, are you single? Like, we met at a bar. I sat down. I said, before you get me a drink, any of this stuff, are you single? And he said, yeah, I'm divorced. And I said, oh, how soon have you been divorced? He's like, it's been a few months. It's like, okay, you're probably gonna need like a few years, and then maybe you'll be ready for a relationship. And he's like, oh, trust me, I've felt single for years. And I'm like, I can relate to that, because me and my ex were together for almost 10 years. So, but then by like date 3, he told me that he was not being truthful. He's still in divorce court. So
Yeah, I don't like that at all. That's not.
yeah.
Did you leave when that, like, were you done? Were you just like, okay, bye? Or did you keep going back?
No, because he was like very confident that he wanted to keep dating, and that he's just a mess of emotions right now until the final court date. Like, I know for a fact, like, they are legally separated. I'd been to the house. There was all of his stuff was moved into it and stuff like that. It's just, He broke it off with me because he was a mess of emotions, and I guess I just let it drag out for a few more days. Then,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so that was your last like situationship.
No, it wasn't. That was only for a week. That doesn't count. That was my first my last time I was with someone. I've been dating this guy now ever since then. I met a guy who's a Leo. Why aren't we getting doubles? But I text him every day. I don't go on dates with him now because I'm freaked out by what happened with that guy.
Okay, so you're emotionally like kind of closed off right now to anything.
No, I don't know. I've only gone on a date with this guy like 3 or 4 times. 4 times, I think. But I don't know. I would still date other people and not drop everything for one person now because that's how I got with the first guy from like February. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Okay. What
I don't
about
like to date anyone anyway. Like, who am I? Am I a bleep magnet? I'm not. It's not like I go out and it's just a hurricane of bleeps. Hey, Chrissy.
I don't know what bleep means?
Deeks. Guys. Someone dropped the bleep.
Oh, heard. Okay, heard. What about Little Mace? Did you ever like?
I don't know. I've never contacted or had. I don't know any. I've never streamed with him. I don't know him. Thank you, Punish John.
Okay. I heard that you guys were like texting.
Never, ever.
Never.
No.
Really?
100%. I've never met him. So.
Okay. So you don't have his number?
No, I've never given my number out to anyone on TikTok, except for 2 women. A woman named Debbie, the pet lady, and another creator. I don't know if I should say her name on here because I don't talk to her anymore.
Okay. Okay. Cool. So let's see. Who's your favorite creator and who's your least favorite creator?
Okay, my favorite creators, when I started here, let me shout out everyone real quick. Hang on a second. Okay. Thank you, Sebastian. Thank you, Ashley, Bobby, Brandon, Tara, and V. Okay, so when I started out TikTok, I was inspired by Charlie D'Amelio, Natalie Reynolds, and Tara's World. And I wouldn't say I dislike any specific creators, but my least favorite creators would be like call out pages who don't really show much of themselves other than their disdain for people. I don't really learn much about themselves other than what's trending, or what's not trending, one or the other.
But what about like streamers? What about live streamers?
Well, I will say though, Noah Glenn Carter would be considered a call out page, and I like his stuff. But I also feel like if you're going to be a call out page, you should be like Noah Glenn Carter, where he also shows elements of his life and personality. Do you know who Noah Glenn Carter is? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Does anyone in my chat know who that is? Because I was actually inspired by him as well. My favorite live streamers, thank you, V. I don't know. I used to gift this streamer in Canada who would take, I don't know, I forgot their name. He would take his truck or car into the middle of like the woods in Canada and turn on the high beams and play this horror music, and it was the best live stream ever. That guy was probably my favorite, and I hate to say it because I forgot what his username was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Guys,
no, I'm like that too. I like the guy that eats fruit. Guys, who's that? You guys know who I'm talking about?
Yeah, he's vegan. I've only seen him in my FYP with a big thing of fruit.
I don't think he's vegan. I think he eats meat, actually.
Oh, we must be thinking of 2 different guys, because this one, every night he has a giant thing of fruit.
Yeah. No, yeah, that's like a commonly asked question for him. Like, why do you not eat meat? And then he's always like, I do.
Oh. Okay, yeah. 3 roses. Maybe it's the same guy. I don't know.
What about your least favorite streamer?
My least favorite streamers.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Besides me.
I don't know. I don't really watch people. I don't know. Guys, I don't have a one that I dislike. I hate to say it. Thank you, V.
Okay. Okay. That's valid. All right. What is the most views you've had at one time while live? Like, okay, for example, like 2K just had like 75K in his live earlier. Like, that was insane.
It was 12,000, and that was when I was living in Jamestown before I started battling. Thank you, Shelby. Thank you, V. But I will say I don't remember how many viewers I had when the Screaming House thing went down. Do you guys remember that? It was in summer of 2023. Hi, Beretta. There were thousands watching. That was crazy, but I don't remember how many there were. But I do remember 12,000 were joined at once.
Why did you have so many?
Because there was a woman in the house screaming. It could be.
Okay.
So the guy kept saying it was his dog, and nobody believed him, and it was crazy.
Was it like when I had 12 situation?
Yeah, it was when I was living in Jamestown. It was a story that went viral because, thank you, V. When the cops came, he kept saying it was his Chihuahua, and it did not sound like a Chihuahua.
Okay.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
But the one time I had 12,000, I think I was in my kitchen dancing, guys.
Okay, so do you choose? This is like such a curiosity that I have. Do you choose to not shave like your armpits for like women empowerment or for like clickbait or like why?
I've always had my armpits like this for like as far back as I think like 2019 or 2020. I don't know. No, I think it's been since 2020. I don't know why. You just do
it. Like, is it like laziness? Like you just don't feel like it?
Been since like even before I went vegan though I grew out my armpit hair, so I can't say it's tied to the vegan thing. I haven't shaved my legs in almost 7 or 8 years.
Really? Can I see them? Can I see them?
They're not that crazy, but wait, let me zoom in. They're blonder. So
Yeah, it's like blondes. Yeah.
But
so there's not really a reason you just don't. Like you're not shipping the I need to like
they just feel better. I remember I dated a guy at my gym in 2022 and I shaved my armpits before he ever even knew that I had armpit hair and I hated it. And then I was like, no. And the whole time I was dating him, I was slowly growing them back and he didn't know. And then me and him broke it off, I just grew my armpit hair back. So I can say that I have not shaved my armpits since 2022.
Wow. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. B, Shelby, JC, Punish John, Madison, Ashley, thank you.
Guys,
I don't have an answer. Wait, I've always said it matches my eyebrows and my hair. You know what? I started growing out my hair in 2018, and that was around the time I started growing out my armpit hair when I quit dyeing my hair. And I thought it matches because like my armpit hair, my eyebrow hair, and my hair are all like the same hair color and they all match. So I was like,
it just makes bleach all of it or something. Like, you know?
No, like if I dyed my hair, it would look weird, but it matches my hair color. That's what okay.
So why do people think that you faked having cancer? What's that whole situation about?
They just said it. It's so weird. It would be if I were to say I had a kitten that looks like that kitten and the kitten got hit by a car, they'd just say, oh, she's lying. It's so fucked up, and I got really upset about this the other night because they bring it up and it triggers me, but I was living in Buffalo. I was at my apartment talking about, I was having an issue. I was having an allergic reaction to something. I didn't know it at the time, and I was getting ready for a dentist appointment, an upcoming appointment. And I was like, I might need anesthesia. The last time I had anesthesia was when I had surgery to have cancer removed. And I don't want to think about getting anesthesia because I'm terrified of needles. And so I like briefly, just for a split second, grazed over the fact, because I was in like 2013. And they were just like, wow, she just lied about that. And I'm just like, what?
What kind of treatment did you have?
I just had one surgery, and then I had a follow-up appointment, and everything was healed and back to normal.
Okay, so it wasn't like a consistent, like...
It was a surgery removal.
Okay. Okay, what was the surgery for?
I don't know. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want No, I don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
But
Yeah, because also I just don't understand why people think that you were lying. So did you say that you had cancer? Or
yeah, all I said was, oh, I'm scared to get anesthesia, guys. I'm terrified of needles. The last time I had anesthesia was when I had cancer removed. And that was in 2013. And then we were just talking about the dentist that day. The people who were in my live stream who didn't like me, when they heard that, they just used it to be a jerk and say Adrielle's lying. So
okay, so you have had like cancer removed.
yeah, in
Before.
2013.
Okay. Was it
Yeah.
like just a lump or like a benign situation or like what?
I don't remember what
Pre-cancer?
I don't remember what the classification of it was called.
Okay.
It was forever ago. And I just want to erase it from my brain and never think about it again and hope that that never happens again because that freaks me out.
Yeah, no, I definitely don't like manifest it for sure.
That's
But
why I don't like that I mentioned it because I didn't want it to be like bad juju because if you think about something a lot happens again and it freaks me out.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
It
so
was not a scare. So that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to act like this had nothing to do with anything since I've been on TikTok. This was just when I was like 22 years old. I'm 33. Anyway.
yeah. Okay, interesting. So you made a GoFundMe, and that was to move,
It was to move.
right? And how much did you ask for on that one?
$30,000.
And how much did you make on it?
4,000, less than 45, somewhere between 4,000 4,500. Panicking, I had to move as soon as possible, and that in itself is triggering for everyone who's watching. We can all relate to the stress of having to move. So that was the first stressor of it all. I had to move. I was panicking. I was looking for places to move to out of the area. That was the goal, is to get out of the area. And I'm driving back and forth with my kids looking at apartments in two different cities. And I have the GoFundMe. People are contributing and helping. And finally I found a place and I signed the lease and I paid the lease for 6 months. And paying the lease for 6 months was like $12,000. So I applied the $4,000-ish to that lease. And in the meantime, I had to wait it out for our move-in date, July 1st. So this was the middle of May. So I had to wait like all of June. And during that waiting period in June, like the end of May, after I paid the lease, things escalated because there was a real life situation happening and people were showing up at my house. They were driving by my house. I couldn't go outside. I had to homeschool my son. It was a very tough time. Thank you, Elle. Thank you, Madison, Ashley, and Bobby.
Nice try.
And paired with the fact that I had all of these people coming at me, mass reporting the GoFundMe, I had to show receipts. I spent the money towards the lease, all that stuff. A moving truck was going to be another expense. I kept the GoFundMe up. I didn't raise any more money. I ended up deleting it at some point. I think I deleted it when I moved, right? Or I deleted it. Guys, I can't even remember when I deleted it. But someone said, oh, well, she had just spent $17,000. Does she really need it? Because I was having success on my battles and everything. But they didn't take into consideration when I spent that $17,000. I had 2 landlords at the time for my garage and my house. I paid my rent off for like 5 months for both the house and my landlord. I had just had to have my car have a multi-point inspection because I almost crashed because it stalled in the middle of the street. So
You had a ton of bills regardless. Like you had a lot of stuff going down regardless.
It all added up to, it wasn't exactly 17, but it was like maybe between 16 and 17 grand. It was expensive. And so I had less than $10,000 left in the bank. And when I was apartment hunting with my kids, it was in May, which was like, there were so many other people. There was like a hot demand for apartments. Other people were offering to pay higher amounts of rent. Some people were offering to like do the maintenance if they get to stay. Some people are doing what I did and offering to pay the whole lease. I got turned down for so many apartments because there were just other people making type of offers. So I offered to pay the 6-month lease at this other apartment and they approved me and I got it. So yeah, the whole thing was chaotic, but I raised a little.
I guess like you spent money on the moving expenses and like all the stuff.
Yes. I went to Florida. That's where another thing is. They all went crazy. Okay. So while I'm in the waiting period, waiting for the move-in date, people are trying to attack me and my son in public. Like they were waiting in my area. My neighbor across the street can even from that neighborhood would even confirm it. Like they were cutting through the backyards, waiting in the backyards. Every day this went on. They were hanging out at Wegmans. There was like a mob of them. And so my family in Florida said, come here, just stay here and wait out the remainder until it's time for your move-in date. But you can't open cameras at our house. And I said, well, I'm supposed to be saving money for all this moving and I'll get a hotel. So I got a hotel. My son stayed at the hotel with me for the first few nights. And then he went to my family member's house in Florida. And then by the time we got back to New York, I didn't tell anyone I was back in New York. Oh, that's another thing. Nobody knew this. I was all alone in my apartment because I had neighbors in the duplex and it was not good. It was scary. It was just scary. So I don't know. But
yeah.
I don't know. Guys, we had 3 more roses.
Okay, so yeah, so you went on a trip and that was upsetting to people because they were like, why are you spending your money over here when you are making a GoFundMe for moving?
I felt safer there. I had already spent the money. Nobody was donating it to anymore. And the lease was battled and kept saving my money through my battles while I was out of town, while I was in Florida. And that helped pay for the moving company and all that when I moved. But it was crazy. Thank you, Cuckoo Cachoo. I love that song.
Like legally or like, I don't know, rules with GoFundMe, like it wasn't shut down, right? You took it down. Like you.
Oh, no. It got taken down to be investigated. And that was when I had to share my bank statements, the lease agreement, the transactions at my bank. So basically I had spent more money towards the move than what I had raised on GoFundMe anyway. But yeah, you see it on my bank statement. I withdraw the GoFundMe and then boom, like $12,000-ish I was applied to the lease that same day, like that same day. Like
wait, so why did they take it down if you showed proof?
They didn't. They reinstated it after they verified it with all my documents. Yeah. Okay, so no, it was. And then when it went back up, they went crazy. So yeah, I don't know.
Oh, like all the trolls or whatever people.
Yeah, because when you mass report a GoFundMe, they will ask you to share documentation and evidence that the funds went towards whatever expenses you're raising funds for. Mm-hmm. And that's why I ended up taking it down because I made another one to move when I had to move out of Buffalo, and I refunded everyone and took it down because everyone went fucking crazy. And I realized, oh, well, I don't know if I want to give away my new location to GoFundMe. Like, what if there's some shitty employee there? I started getting really paranoid. And so I ended up refunding everyone and deleting it.
You refunded everyone that sent you money to the GoFundMe?
The second GoFundMe.
Okay.
Because there were 3. There were technically 3. There was one for braces that never raised enough for braces. You have a window of time, I think. And so I refunded, it only raised like $150. I refunded everyone from that and deleted it. The first GoFundMe was braces. The second one was the one I raised $4,000 on to move. That one I withdrew money from. The third one was to move again, and then I refunded everyone and just deleted it and moved.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to make a GoFundMe anymore in the future. Actually, my son has an appointment for Invisalign in April in the next couple of weeks, and I'm just doing it myself, and I'm not doing
it. Make a GoFundMe?
No, I'm not. I'm not doing it.
Just do it. Make it.
No.
Make the GoFundMe. Do it. Do it, please.
The fucked up thing is like, I really did lose like all my income now, but I'm going to handle it myself. I'm not dealing with GoFundMe.
Wait, what do you think you lost your income?
Well, my two accounts they got banned were monetized, so I had my video views,
The passive income.
That would have been my two major forms because I was making like anywhere between $5,000 and $10,000 a month with video views, depending on how much videos I would make.
Yeah.
So,
wait, so how did they get permanently banned in the first place?
It says they're suspended right now, so okay, was that your next question?
Well, yeah, it's leading into the, yes, yeah.
What? Wait, what?
Well, I was gonna lead to like, what will you do if TikTok does? Because we still don't know, right? If TikTok's going to go away in America or not.
Oh, I thought you were gonna ask me like, I don't know, how I feel like starting over or something.
No, more. I mean, yeah, like.
Because right now,
I want to know how your accounts got suspended in the first place.
I got into it with another creator last year when I had a manager. I was in the TikTok Live Creator Rewards program. My manager was an employee through TikTok. I'm sure you know, I don't know if you're in it or you know people in it. I got into it with another creator who wanted to keep battling me, and I blocked him, and he went fucking crazy, and some stuff happened, and he paid his rep to ban my account. And then my manager said it looked like an over moderation error, and she was able to get my account back. And then this time around, I forgave the guy. I wanted to start fresh, but we got into it again. Some things happened again, which led to some other things that happened. And then this guy paid his manager again to do it, and he did it, and he went live and gloated about it. But the thing is, with the system, it's hanging. It says it's suspended. So, and I keep getting paid. Like, I got paid on February 15th and March 15th. So I'm in a legal fight right now to get my accounts back with attorneys and something.
Is that something you can do, like, in America? Because it's still technically a Chinese company. In a Chinese company, right? Like, it's still technically, like, I don't know how this works with TikTok.
They can communicate with TikTok legal if you can't get through to them. That's like I'm screaming in silence because every time I try to submit in a form through the TikTok legal webpage, thank you, V, I just get an automated response every time. I can't get through to a human. So if attorneys can contact them or do something like send a certified letter, then a human can look into it. But for now, I'm not making content. I'm not going to start over a new TikTok. So I'm making content just on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Okay. And that's what I'll do. If TikTok gets banned in April, I'll just pick up on there. I'll make content on those pages, and I'll battle on Favorited App. Favorited App is a battling app.
Yeah. I'm over there too. It's better money for sure, but there's no algorithm like TikTok though.
True. Very true.
Okay. Yeah. So a while back, I was watching you, and I saw you dress up like Britney Spears, like in like a schoolgirl outfit. After there was like some controversy about like a Reddit post that you allegedly made about a student, right? So talk about that a little bit. Like,
okay, so I didn't make that post, and I thought the whole thing was funny, so I just made a joke out of it. I knew the accusations weren't true, so I laughed it off in a Britney Spears outfit. I thought it was funny. I'm just like, yeah, it's just dumb.
Okay, okay.
I didn't make that post. All that shit is crazy, and shame on who. I don't know, man.
So like, even if it wasn't true, why make a joke out of?
Because I was having a Britney Spears moment.
But like, okay, so I mean, the allegations, right, were like about you having a crush on a middle school student, right? That was what the allegations were.
They didn't stop there. They had harassed the school over and over again. They were submitting FOIA requests. The school even gave them an answer. The school said the employee was not terminated. None of those complaints, there were no such complaints about this employee. Like, the school gave them an answer, and they still weren't satisfied with that. Thank you, Elizabeth. So I'm just like, you know what? They'll just. But that was after was that when the AFF Austin Foreman guy made those videos? That was around the time I did that. Yeah, the Britney Spears singing and dancing thing.
Yeah.
In my defense, though, I'm always making Britney Spears parodies. I like her.
Yeah. Okay. So here's my thing about it, though. Like, I get that, and it's free. It's freedom of. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Thank you, Elizabeth and V. Thank you, Bretta. V, you got a boosting glove. I will make a joke out of anything sometimes if I want to. If there's a lot of people, if I'm getting a lot of pressure, and it's not true, I'll make a joke out of it. I think it's just funny. Laugh it off. Because it's just like, what at this point can you do besides laugh?
So, okay, ethically, how do you feel, though, about making a joke out of, like, child murders? Like,
That wasn't the intent at all. It was like just me dancing like Britney Spears and in a schoolgirl outfit. Who cares?
Okay. Yeah.
What else was she in the video, in the music video, baby, one more time?
You said what?
That's the outfit she was wearing in the Baby One More Time music video.
Yeah. So for you, it wasn't that deep.
Oh, I'm not mocking that. No, it's just like me laughing it off. Like, it's just, I don't know. I don't think that would ever be accepted. The whole thing is outrageous and crazy. Maybe I should have put on puffer pants and a crop top and sang the song Outrageous by Britney Spears instead. Oh.
Okay. Okay, yeah.
Hi, who?
You said what?
Who? Who's a live streamer? And I just saw him and I said hi.
Okay.
In my defense, these people have been saying this for like a year straight until it got so blown out of the park that I'm just like, Jesus Christ. I'm not stress eating. I've been eating. I'm blocking you guys. You guys are pissing me off.
So for you, is there a line with humor? Like, is there a boundary? Like, is there a joke that's taken too far, or is it just funny? Is it just humor?
With the Britney Spears outfit?
Not necessarily that, like just in general. Like, do you feel like it's possible to take jokes too far?
Well, I mean, I feel like if something really crazy happens in the news and then people like immediately start making jokes out of it, I think that's insensitive. I feel like that's too soon. But then there's things that go so far back in time that I just don't think are okay to joke about. Like, war and racism, I think, would be the two. Hey, Jesse, Megan, and Taylor, thank you. I don't know.
But also like child like stuff, right?
Right, but that wasn't me making a joke out of any child abuse. I wasn't doing that. It was just, if anything, I was the subject of that whole thing. No child existed. So it's like, what child? You know what I mean?
So then wait, what, obviously, like, you're telling me that you did not make that post, and
No.
So somebody found like an IP address, I guess, that
was literally like just some screenshot of it was fake. What they did was they had a picture of an IP address that they made it up themselves, and then they just Googled Adrielle and claimed, oh, those two are connected. Watch the video. It's a video of an IP address, and then they are like, oh, in the next clip, it's a screenshot of where Adrielle, quote unquote, lived at the time. The truth to that is that if they're going back to when I was living in Pennsylvania, well, I live in Pennsylvania now. If they're going back, I don't know how far back in time they were going. Nonetheless, that IP address would have been in my ex-husband's name anyway, because the internet was in his name. So it's just like, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
Okay.
I didn't make the post.
What? So you know All Money, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
That's the post you're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, so you think like
I think they did it for views and clickbait. That's what I think.
Okay.
And they were the ones making a joke out of it too. They put on a superhero cape and they were like making it kind of funny. Like, you can go both ways.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I personally don't think monetizing off of something like that is okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the whole thing is crazy.
Yeah.
But
okay, interesting.
And I didn't talk about I didn't acknowledge any of them when I was making that Britney Spears video anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God, V, thank you for the whale. Thank you, Brokeback. What? Elizabeth with the crystal crown, thank you. You guys just came like clutch crazy for the snipe.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, V. Thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you.
Me getting gifts during these, guys. Everybody was asking why I'm battling. This is, for me, really the only way to make money during these. So I appreciate all of you so very much. This helps me make content. Okay, so what happened at the school that you were working at then? Like you were a part-time.
I worked there full time. I was in a union. I was a paraprofessional, highly qualified because I had X amount of college credits, which means I could proctor exams, have students like for exams and study, like homework helper and stuff like that. When my ex and I broke up, I moved back to my hometown. I commuted back and forth for several months. It got exhausting, so I resigned and picked up Uber driving when the weather got nicer. And then that was that. These people kept submitting FOIA requests and harassing the school, and the school responded as nicely as they could. I've even had former students come in my chat, and some of them are like 19, 20, some of them are like 17 now. They're like, hey, Sigler, how are you? And they just like pop in, and that doesn't happen very often. But yeah, I don't know, man.
Okay, interesting.
I had opportunities to work in public school. I could have gone through interviews and stuff, but I decided to Uber drive and grow my social media and see how that works out. And I actually made really good money Uber driving. And I kept doing social media. I grew really fast. I monetized my account in 2023 after 1 year of growing it. And I made more money on here than there. It's just that simple. I was juggling 3 jobs for like 10 years. And this social media is a really huge investment. If you guys have the time, everyone should do it. Thank you, V.
Yeah, so like people were calling that school, right? And like asking about just all your business and any relationships.
No, they were asking if there were complaints, if Adrielle got fired for doing such things. And then they started submitting FOIA requests, and they were getting the same answers every time. She wasn't terminated, and none of the complaints existed. And then they made a new conspiracy theories, like the truth just wasn't enough for them, kind of like with the cancer thing. And so they said, oh, well, then what were her grounds of termination? Was it grounds of resignation? Was it forced? They're hiding something, and that's not true at all. And from what I gather, they backed off and started leaving the school alone.
Wait, so you were never terminated. You were never fired. You just left.
Yeah, I resigned.
You resigned because of...
I moved 45 miles away.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Thank you. Okay.
But I would say that everyone who has the chance, can be yourself, to grow social media, because it really is a booming market right now.
Yeah. So there's people in the comments talking about an oven comment. You know, like what is that?
I don't want to talk about that on here because of the guidelines. Thank you, Visu. Because I was making a funny little skit saying that I am the authority figure of my live stream, and I will kick out anyone who doesn't obey my rules. And they blew it out of proportion, but I don't want to talk about it. I don't think you should either because of the guidelines, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I didn't mention the H word, by the way. They did. I wasn't even thinking about it, but they were. Thank you, Nana's Crazy Life.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to say like certain words for sure. Okay. Well,
V, thank you.
So I do something called toxic questions. Do you want to do that?
Thanks, V. Did you get all of your questions out of the way already? Or is that all of them?
I mean, there were a
'Cause I think
couple.
you showed me some. You showed me some. I like the mistakes I've made through TikTok.
Oh, right. Yeah. Thank you. Okay.
Takeaways from it.
Yes. Okay, yeah.
I actually wrote down some answers because you sent me some questions. Some
Yeah, no,
I've been
I don't know why my brain just went straight over that big chunk, but yeah. Okay. What mistakes have you made throughout your TikTok career? Let's start there.
Wait, a lot of people are joining right now. Can we do like a quick intermission and I'm gonna explain what's going on?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is Miss Serotonin. She does interviews on TikTok Live. If you're from her side, I'm Adrielle. Thank you, V. And she showed me some questions, and I told her some things I just don't want to talk about on here, mostly just things about kids for safety reasons. And then there's some questions she showed me that she was going to ask. And so this one, I wrote down an answer to it. But let's wait until the next battle. Okay. V,
Thank you guys all so much for the gifts. Heather, 618 podcast, Brittany, Carrie, Angie, everybody. Thank you guys so much, everyone, for gifting. I really appreciate it.
Okay, so
tell me what
I actually wrote down an answer to this question. Thank you, Kristen, because it's a lot. So you asked, what mistakes have I made throughout TikTok? And I kind of answered it out of order. I would say I learned a lot through my mistakes with IRL streaming interactions. 2, talking about future plans and my whereabouts. And when you're new to social media, it's like normal to talk about your plans and your favorite restaurants or your favorite places to go. But then once it gets so broad and a lot of people are watching you, you learn that's not from the very beginning, and reporting cyberbullying the first time it happened. And 5, being too naive when it comes to trusting other streamers. I don't know if you have any more questions.
Okay. Hold on one second. Sorry. Somebody asked if this is scripted. No, I sent her some of the questions beforehand.
No, that was like one of the things. So she sent me some questions and I wrote down answers to that because it's a lot. Other ones are caught off guard, and it is what it is. As long as, something.
For me, it's not scripted because I still feel like it's organic when we're like getting into specific topics. And there are certain things that I have asked that I did not send you. So it's, to me, this is
scripted because I'm reading off my answers. So yes, if you want me to go into detail, you want me to go into detail, I made mistakes IRL streaming when I had interactions with the public instead of just shutting off my phone. And there was a phone or another one you asked, my takeaway, right? Mm-hmm. Takeaway from TikTok this far.
Yeah, like what have you, okay, so from those mistakes, what have you learned?
Okay, so this is another one. I answered the question. I wrote it down. I said, if you jump into social media with the intent to make a career out of it, your life can change overnight, but typically most platforms take years to build. So the dream of success happening overnight is unlikely. Slow and steady is smarter because you'll learn at a gradual pace what mistakes should not be repeated. So candid IRL streaming will make sense when you're new until someone gets pissed off and you realize it's probably smarter to step away from that. People in the general public expect privacy from cameras, which is why typically you see newer creators doing IRL streaming and content, but you don't see the bigger creators who've been doing it longer making IRL content, because you learn that it makes people angry even if they're if they're accidentally caught on camera, their voice, or even the fear of accidentally being caught on camera. So it's better to just avoid it. And then next, I say I was naive to trust people. You have to be careful who you trust because a lot of people can fake being your friend just to make content out of you a month later or worse. Yeah. I learned, I could go on and on about this, but even when it's like something that's caught, I don't do this, but say there's something happening outside and you make a video out of it or you're live streaming it other people's feelings could get hurt if they don't know they're being recorded. And even though it's the public and they say you don't have an expectation of privacy in public, I feel like once you learn after making a mistake not to be an asshole, it's probably smarter to just not be an asshole. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
It just got really dark, so I'm going to turn the light on. And I'm listening if you have another question.
Yeah. So, are you in Ireland right now?
No.
Okay, so are you just using a VPN then?
No, I'm not in the daily rankings. I'm in the American rankings. Dude, they thought I was in Andorra last month. I can't answer these questions. I don't have a VPN. I don't know how that works.
Yeah, so you're in the American. Wait, hold on. Why would people, guys? If you want to see if she's in another country or in this country, go check how close she is in the rankings to other people, and then you can see what rankings she's in.
Thank you, Shari. Okay, and then you said there was one more. It was a good one. I think it was.
Yeah. Okay. Along with. Okay. Wait. What do you feel remorse for? Okay.
That one. Yeah, I'll answer that in a minute.
Regarding like the stuff that you've done on TikTok, what do you feel remorse for? Okay. MVP podcast, Heather, Chicken Popper, Milkshake, Adam, Tappers, thank you.
Everyone follow V and Beretta, the top two bubbles. This is a good one. So basically, she asked, what do I feel remorseful about regarding TikTok? So I said TikTok has helped me become more mindful of my emotions, because sometimes I would see clips of myself I would see clips of my live replays in my news feed. At my funny moments, my angry moments, or just like bad moments that you would never want to repeat.
Like just dysregulated, basically.
Right.
Yeah.
When I'm angry or venting. And most people don't have that opportunity of being able to rewind back time to see themselves at an imperfect moment, because most people choose to only record and publish their perfect moments to social media. So when I used to see clips of myself angry and venting, I look at that as a unique opportunity to find a solution so I don't let my emotions control my actions in the future. I learned that I could take a step away from small stressors when I'm feeling overwhelmed, and I could just go outside and decompress instead of putting so many tasks on my shoulders in a small amount of time. So like what I'm saying is there used to be live streams where I'd lose it over small stressors, like my kids were doing the dishes, this, and this. And I don't know if you guys, I did lose it on my family when my family was here. But in my defense, there was like so many other stressors leading up to that. And I didn't even go back to rewatch it because I already know I did something wrong by losing my temper. But besides that, seeing my bad moments helped me learn from them, if that makes any sense, because it's like rewinding back in time. And not a lot of people can do that. Taylor, and not many people can rewind. Has someone ever told you,
I've done it before. I've done what you're talking about. I've done it plenty of times.
Yes. Like, has anyone ever told you, I wish I could have recorded you so you could go back and look at yourself? That. And it's like unique in a way when you're a live streamer, you can do that. Because you're not going to get yourself perfect every time when you're live. It's just not how life is.
Yeah. So
learn from it.
What else have you, okay, so like stepping outside is great. And that's W coping skill. I don't care what anybody says. The sunlight, the fresh air, like it does something.
Music in your car.
Yeah. What else? Like, have you tried therapy? Do you like call your friends? Like, what else have you like done because if you're saying that you have realized that you're like emotionally dysregulated, what else have you done to kind of control that? Because that does affect people around you and like relationships and stuff. So so what else have you done for this?
I just, someone else was talking to me about this today, the 6 months rule. If it's not going to affect you in 6 months, just be mindful and take a step away and self-care or something like that until you're in a state of mind where you could just attend to it, whatever the issue may be. What have I done? So I spent all of my life in therapy, like from age 7, and I finally took a step away from it when I was 25, 26.
Yeah.
And I feel like I obtained at like the most anyone could have possibly learned from. And I haven't gone back to a therapist since. I've been diagnosed with PTSD and panic disorder, but I'm happy to say I haven't had a panic attack in a very long time.
Yeah.
And I don't know, guys, I don't really know how to answer that. What have I done to change? Maybe find the root of the problem, because the only thing that I ever really would lose it about was messes. And I kind of, I got a house cleaner to come once or twice a month. That's a huge help, because I don't have any family near me. There's not another adult in my life who can like run to the store at the same time when dishes need to be done, you know? So I was like, if you have the means to do it, pay someone to help you out once a month. If that's what it takes, you can do it. But yeah.
Yeah. No, I think that's a good thing. Like getting help around the house. I think that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is like, we can talk about this if you want to or not. I didn't like send this to you, but like how was your childhood? Because, you know,
I was just talking about this on my live stream when my family left on Sunday. So my mom has BPD, OCD. There's a couple more, PTSD, manic depression. One I can't say on here because it's an ED. But and so I grew up kind of like parentified. I was always looking out for my mom, checking in on her. She wasn't diagnosed until later in life, but everyone knew that she was struggling after the military because she had a lot of trauma in the military. All of her disabilities go back to the military. So I was parentified growing up.
You kind of struggled.
When I was 7, but I don't really remember much of that. I met him when I was 18. So I was raised by my mom and my grandparents who would help her. But my mom and my grandma have always had a tumultuous relationship. And I learned that this week when they spent 5 days at my house. It's so strange. My mom spent 2 weeks at my house when I was living in Buffalo. It was amazing. And when she and my grandma were under the same roof for 5 days at my house, it was chaotic. Like, my grandma, it's like she could press every single one of my mom's buttons, trigger the fuck out of her. And it was like this loop. It was just like the whole time they were here, they were just like at it with each other. And I was really stressed out.
Yeah. I mean, what about like any like specific traumas? Like for me, my first traumatic event in my childhood was when I was 13, my parents got divorced. So like, did you have to deal with anything like that?
My parents divorced after my mom when she quit the military or whatever with an honorable discharge. She divorced my dad and moved to New York, and he stayed out in Nebraska. So I don't remember that. I don't remember my dad. Traumatic events I don't want to talk about on here. But I will say though, like, I don't know if you know what parentification is. It's typically known for the oldest of the siblings who are like babysitting the younger siblings. You know, the parents at work and the oldest is in charge. That's like parentification, then most people understand it like that. But when you have a parent who has a disability growing up and nobody knows what's going on, you just see all of these behaviors happening and you don't really know how to help them. I had my family on the phone a lot when I was like 7 or 8 years old, kind of like talking me through. My mom's a really good person too. Like, she's never done like substances. I've never even seen her intoxicated in my life. Like, she was an engineer, but she struggled a lot. Like, and I don't really know how to get into it. I don't want to give examples, but yeah. My childhood was interesting, I guess, though. It builds character.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Thank you, Lindsay. Thank you, JT. Yeah, I was born in Omaha. Yeah, divorces are rough, especially when you go from one home and then it's like you have 2 homes now. And I totally understand that. So
Okay, I just want to address one thing, because I did hear from like the source that you were talking to Little Mace. So now it's like two people saying two different things. So
You weren't?
huh?
No, I've never spoken to Lil Mace. He was brought into a live stream one time, and I said, "Oh, we have the same sunglasses," and then left. I don't know anything about him.
Okay, because I heard from the source that like that's not the case.
Well, the source lied to you.
Okay. Do you know how old he is?
Yeah, he's young. I've never talked to Lil Mace though. I haven't.
Yeah. They're like, so if somebody brought like proof of that,
They'd
like,
be making fake something. It would be fake.
would be fake. Okay.
I don't know. I don't know what you mean. Like what?
Like pictures
Pictures of what?
of you, just like you, just sending pictures.
Okay. What? Where?
Yeah, just of you.
I've never sent pictures to Little Mace.
Okay.
I've never had any contact with him. I don't know him.
So then someone's lying then.
I know.
Yeah, I don't know who it is, but someone is lying. For sure.
I thought you said a source?
Yeah.
Like Little Mace?
Like his, like, well, basically, like, okay, secondary source, but also not really. Because, like, okay.
In my life.
So then I wonder, was someone pretending to be you?
You'd have to show me to see for me to see what you're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've never sent pictures to Little Mace. I'm not like a picture sender anyway in the first place.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's a burrito. It's vegan. Thank you, Lindsay and Madison and K-pop.
Do you want to do toxic questions?
Sure.
Okay, so this is how toxic question works. After we get 500 points, I ask questions in the chat. She laid out her boundaries with what she wants to not discuss. So I will just read over those comments, but I will read the other comments that you guys have. So you guys can ask questions in the chat, but I will be avoiding the things that she laid out as her boundaries. But after we get 500 points, I get to ask her questions. After she gets 500 points or higher than us, then her chat gets to ask me questions. So let's just try one, see how it goes.
500 question game. Go, go, go.
Guys, if we all tap right now, you don't even have to send a dime. If everybody taps right now, you don't have to send a single dime, okay?
There is no proof, Anne, because I've never talked to the person, Little Mace.
All right, let's go. The only one, Cindy. Truth, thank you. Okay, put questions in the chat and I will read them. Why does your tick leap show that you're in Northern Ireland? So interesting.
Wait, so it's not the quiet game. I answer it. I can't answer that because I'm in the U.S. rankings. It said Andorra last month, and I don't know.
Okay, yeah. So it's like a glitch or something, you think?
It has to be. Thank you, Ray. I'm in Pittsburgh.
Guys, put questions in the chat that I can ask, for real. Questions in the chat. What's your zodiac sign?
I'm in Aries.
Oh, did you do cam girl stuff?
No.
Do you have any charges?
No. I'm not, Palin. I had guacamole and I'm eating a burrito. That was an appetizer.
What is the last lie you told?
I don't really know.
You're like, I'm not gonna tell you. I feel it. I feel it. Have you doxed anybody?
Nope.
Why do you do rage bait for content?
I think that I just make people rage and because some people don't perceive it as that way. I don't even know what rage bait means, honestly. What does rage bait mean?
Rage bait is kind of like, it's like clickbait basically, but more emotional. Did a police officer like stalk you?
No. I mean, I made videos because this state trooper kept pulling me over and staking out in front of my gym and following me, and I got freaked out, so I reported to internal affairs, and that's where it ended.
Okay.
And that was years ago, and I don't understand why they keep bringing it up. It's really weird that they keep bringing it up.
Okay.
We don't have a glove, Beretta. I might have to run to the bathroom.
Guys, questions. Why do you block?
Caitlin, thank you.
Why do you block and call people No. Why do you block people for disagreeing with you?
Because I don't like to argue.
Valid. Guys, as creators, we can block whoever we want. So. Oh, what is this Mr. UK official's account?
No.
Okay.
Andy's reviews, thanks for the follow. Thanks for finding me. She gets to ask me all the toxic questions while she's in the lead, guys. I can't ask her anything.
Until she's beating me, guys, I can keep asking her questions for the next minute. So keep putting questions.
Thank you, CJ. Hi, Carrie.
Are you breaking community guidelines by being live right now?
I don't believe so. Okay. Brianna, thanks for the follow.
Why are you vegan?
Hey, where do you ask that one?
No. People are not putting great questions in here.
Everyone's gonna be vegan.
Oh, are you splitting money with your baby daddy? I don't know.
No, I don't split gifts with anyone I battle, ever. He started live streaming, I've favorited, and they thought, no.
Ooh, how's that relationship? That must be an interesting situation.
I get along with him. He pisses me off when we battle, and he talks to the trolls, though. But besides that, everything's been fine up until he joined it. I mean, everything's fine right now. I just told him I'm not going to battle him for a while. Because he doesn't know anything about live streaming. These people play on your emotions, they create friction, and it's just too much.
Yeah. Do you want
Thank you for that, Ray, Andy. What?
We can do this again if you want to. I don't know, like, I love the toxic questions battles, but I don't know why your team's not throwing for you to help you get out of it.
Questions. It's like you guys want me to be. I can ask her toxic questions if we win.
Yeah.
Get to 500 first. Go.
Guys, keep putting questions in the chat. I will ask her when we get to 500 points. If everyone taps right now, we will get to 500 points for free. Okay?
Hi, Elena. You changed your username.
We're almost there, guys. Keep tapping. Good stuff.
Well,
good stuff. Janelle, thank you.
Thank you. I'm sorry. I'll be right back. I'm turning to the bathroom.
Okay. I'm gonna ask Tira. What was your? Oh, okay. I'm gonna ask Tira's question, guys. Your first gift is triple. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys. How convenient. You're funny, bro. Guys, if you want to watch my full version interviews, go to my YouTube channel. It's at serotonin444. Okay, same spelling as my name. I post all of my full version interviews. So if you missed any of this one, then you can go subscribe there. Okay, but on what though, Tiara? On what though? Cuckoo, that would be funny.
I'm sorry. Thank you, Carrie and Ray Ray. Guys, we need one more rose. Thank you. Andy's reviews, Beretta, Andy, Tinkerbell's mom, thanks for following me. Nicole, Andy. Guys, my live goals, guys, snipe with galaxies. What's the question?
Are you IP banned for life?
No. My accounts are suspended and I'm trying to fight for them back. Go, go, go.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you, Ray. And what's wrong? Go, 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 go. Galaxies
Questions in the chat. Questions in the chat.
Hi, Jose. Where's Keen been? He doesn't battle anymore?
So you didn't dox Charmingly? I don't know who that is. I don't know.
No. Thank you, Angela D. I did not. I don't even know where she lives. I don't know anything about her family. I did not do that. I just moved on from our friendship. Thank you, Andy's reviews. My mom's missing ex-boyfriend.
Missing?
Nobody knows where he went, and they still can't figure out where he went. Unless he's purposely just like off the grid or something. Nobody knows where Mateo is.
Okay, so missing as in like reported missing, or missing as in like he's not talking to your mom?
Well, I don't know if he's reported missing. I don't know, guys. Google it. No, I don't think he is. I think he's just totally off social media and disappeared from everything. I don't know where he went. Nobody knows where Mateo went.
Okay. Are you moving again?
No, knock on wood.
Okay. Why would you move? Like, what would make you?
I don't want to move. I like where I'm at right now.
Yeah. Okay. Why do you wear hats all the time?
I wear hats when it's cold. Well, who? Me, Gabs? I'm not smirking.
Are you paying taxes?
Yeah. I've paid taxes since 2009.
Okay.
I have psoriasis. Yeah.
Me too.
This sucks. On my scalp. I think it's on the heel of my feet too.
I'm having a what's it called, flare up right now. Actually, sucks.
Always right here, giant plaque of it.
No, guys, I did not pay to interview her. Why do you think you're so like controversial or like disliked by like why do you think you have so many trolls? Like, because obviously a lot of people do like you because you have a community, but why do you think that you have so many trolls?
Because TikTok allows mobs to form. I don't see it happening on any other platform. Thank you, Indica. And it's weird because when I started streaming on YouTube, if the TikTok trolls would flood, the YouTubers would be like the people in my chat from YouTube would say, oh, that must be from TikTok. So it's like there's a correlation between TikTok and people mobbing up. I don't think they moderate their platform very well. They're pretty negligent at doing that.
Yeah, that's real. Actually.
Thank you, Andy's reviews, Ray.
MVP Nunya, Melissa got a glove, Adam, Tiffany, Cindy, Tiara, Micah, Leah, Jess, Tappers, thank you.
TikTok allows it, Angela D. How have you been, Angela? Hi, Taylor.
We can go again or we can be done. It's whatever you want to do.
Yeah, I don't care. Thanks for the interview. Thanks, Taylor. And do you want to play one last 500 quiet game?
Yeah, let's play quiet game. Let's
Okay,
play
500 quiet game. If we get a money gun, she can't talk. It'll be my turn to have the floor. I'll tap for 3 points.
If we get a money gun, she cannot talk, guys.
500 quiet game. I have a birthday cake. It's not a money gun, but it's still 500 points. Or is it 400 points? Go,
Wow,
go, go.
we're going hard on the quiet game. That's crazy. That is crazy. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Actually, just nod, shake your head, yes or no. Did you buy your followers? No, she never bought her followers, guys. She did not buy her followers. Stargazer Frank. Thank you guys so much. Your first gift is triple points, guys. Miss K, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Guys, rate this interview out of 10, okay? 1 being you suck at interviewing, 10 being this was great. I would like to watch these again. All right. Oh, damn, I suck. Okay. Heard. I suck. Lumber, thank you. Oh, we got some 10s. We got some 10s. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. 12, beautiful. Love it. Love it, guys. Thank you so much. I'll take the negative feedback. It's okay. Tell me, guys, in the chat, what can I do better, do you think? For anybody who said 1, 2, 3, what do you think that I could do better as an interviewer? Take charge. I feel like I take charge. Maybe not. How could I take charge, guys? I had to start doing battles during the interviews, unfortunately, because I was actually like close to not being able to pay rent, and I really wanted to make this good content, but I have to battle during. That's the only caveat, I think. Okay, bring receipts. I like that, actually. I like that idea. Cool. Thanks, guys. Thank you. Is Adrielle Sigler not going to be able to speak for the full 5 minutes of this last battle, guys? That is rough. That is rough. Oh, I did my research. Don't worry. Better questions. Oh, wow. Okay. I think the receipts idea is good, to be honest. Peel back the onion. Less matching hair. So you want my hair to be even more blonde on the bottom? Okay. Dang, Adrielle, get your points up. Get your points up. How would you rate it? I think it was probably like, I would give this interview like a 7, personally, but that's me. That's me. I probably should have had a few more. I think I should have had a few more questions. In general.
How would you guys rate my answers?
Oh yeah, everybody rate her answers out of 10, guys. 1 being trash, 10 being solid interview answers. Guys, you can't say 0. You have to, it goes from 1 to 10, guys. 1 to 10. 1 to 10. Okay. 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 Kathy, I love you.
Wait, how many people are watching right now?
990.
Oh, okay.
We had 1.2 for a minute for a pretty big chunk, but
Thank you, V. Thank you.
this is the end of the interview. MVP, Rosemary, Lumber Dude, thank you, Kathy, thank you, Miss K, Melissa, Stargazer, Cindy, A. Howlett, King Guru, King Garag, I don't know how to say your name. Oh my god, I'm sorry. King, Moxie, Tappers, thank you guys.
Daughter said she rated my answers a 10. You could hear me? Oh, when you were in the for like maybe the last 15 minutes, because she's in the kitchen. Okay, nice to have an interview, and
Thank you for doing it.
all right, thanks. Have a good night.
All right, you too,
Bye.
girl. Bye.
Save your streak. Save your streak.
Oh yeah, we have 7 wins. 7 wins. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Check the poll. What's the poll? What is the poll? Okay. All right. I'd like to know, is All Money on live, guys? Anybody? I'd like to know, because she stated that All Money made up those documents. I would like to hear what he says about that. That's what I want to hear. I assume All Money's not. I don't see him. I don't see him on live. Do not see him on live, darling. So yes, everybody please read the pinned comment. Oh, who is Lil Mace? Lil Mace is also a streamer. He's friends with Ness the Kid. Yes, everybody subscribe if you did not watch the entire interview. I will be posting the full version on my YouTube channel. So I post all of my full version interviews on there. So if you only watched half and you wanna watch the entire thing, I think it was a good interview. It's okay if you guys don't, I liked it. So juicier questions. What would have been juicier? No, I did not pay her. Yeah, so everyone has boundaries, guys, on what they want to talk about on social media. So there were certain things that I was not allowed to ask. Not allowed, or out of respect, really. She's like putting herself out here, agreeing to an interview. I'm gonna respect her boundaries. You know what I mean? So I get it with the juicier questions comment. I totally agree, but there's just certain things that I can talk about and cannot, basically. So nobody's gonna agree to an interview if you don't respect their boundaries. Nobody wants to talk to you if you don't respect their boundaries. You know what I mean? So that's just the way life is, kind of. It's not that crazy. It's interesting. It seems like a lot of the people that I interview, everyone's always claims that they're lying, but even celebrities have topics that interviews can't touch. Exactly. That's normal. That is normal. Okay, Please follow me if you enjoyed this content. I do interviews every single week, and I like to interview anybody who's willing. And if you guys want me to interview one of your favorite creators, go on to any of my videos and just tag them so that I can see who's Moxie. Guys, who's that? I don't know who that is. Nobody's requesting, so. She's somebody's favorite. You can't say that, guys. Come on, that's crazy. Who's Moxie, guys? Who is Moxie? I need to pay my mods. Paying your mods is like low-key, like, you should do that. I feel like. When you were interviewed, what were there topics you preferred to not talk about? No, I really like to understand people, so I'm not really gonna shy away from questioning people about stuff, but I am gonna, Cuckoo, you're goofy as hell. I am going to respect people's boundaries on what they want or don't want. You should interview Nick Harris. I just did that, Cindy, 2 days ago. And I will be posting that as well to my YouTube channel at Serotonin444. So, yeah. Thank you, Blue. Perez Hilton. I have interviewed Von Kiss, yeah. Tyler Thibodeau said that if he's ever down bad, then he'll let me interview him, so. Yeah, I would like to interview 2K though. I feel like 2K would be a really good interview. Okay, guys, I'm gonna get off here because I need to reset my live so that I can save the entire live so I can upload it. But everybody follow me. I do interviews all the time. Tag creators in my videos to get them to notice that I actually want to do it. And yeah, I'll see you guys in a little bit. All right. Thank you so much for watching.